All right. Oh, lower the volume for me. That should be good. And one more. There we go. I like even numbers, not odd. All right. Looks like I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. All right. So I'm going to hop back into Terraria. The 1.4.5 update came out yesterday. I've done a little bit in it, but nothing too crazy or comprehensive. But, you know, stuff I wanted to do. So I got a couple of the new mounts and like pets. Nothing too crazy though, nothing too comprehensive. So let's... Oh, hang on. Before I hop into random worlds. One thing I've learned, because Terraria has gotten weird with one of the updates. Hey, it's the Papman Games! How are you doing, Papman? I've learned sign out and sign back in so it syncs up your saves every time. So, my main world reverted to an older save. Not a super older save, but an older save. And I guess I saved over it with that save. So, like, I lost some stuff. I don't know what I lost. But, like, not much. But, like, something. I lost something. So now I try to sync up my saves every time I play the game. How are you doing today, Patman? Ooh, Blood Moon. I actually needed one of those. Alright. Where's the wizard? There he is. In his cell. The wizard, I think, sells something during the Blood Moon now. Ah, there it is. The killing deck. That's the Dead Cells inspired weapon, I believe. I should actually buy multiple of these. So why not? Yeah, weapons stack now. That's different. Alright, neat. Yeah, that's something that, a quality of life thing that nobody really expected. And I was very surprised when I read about that. Like, oh, you can just do that now. Okay. Neat. Doing pretty good. Awaiting the end of the workday. Ah, very nice. I luckily had today off. I'm very happy about that. Alright, let's see. One of the new items. I need adamantite bars and hellstone bars. I know I have those. Well, I had the adamantite bars. I might not have hellstone bars. Meteorite bars. Okay. Well, I have crazy amounts of resources, so I can make those easy enough. Let's see. Where is hellstone? And then obsidian. I believe it's hellstone and obsidian combined together to make hellstone bars inside of a forge. Ah, there they are. Hellstone bars. How many do I need? 20, according to Reddit. So let's make 20. And then theoretically, I have what I need to make something new. Let's see. No idea. I have not actually looked into this. Like, outside of just looking up a Reddit thread. I'm definitely not seeing the thing that I'm supposed to be able to craft, so this Reddit post might just be wrong. Yeah, adamantite forge. Oh, I'm at the wrong forge. Ha ha ha. There we go. Let's see. Ah, there it is. The flint. I believe that's a Dead Cells weapon as well. Oh, yeah. A helping hand from a former prison warden fallen to the malaise. The video I've seen of that weapon being used is pretty cool. Like, it's neat. I've never personally played Dead Cells. I've always wanted to. I have Dead Cells. I've just never gotten around to it. For no reason whatsoever. I just haven't done it. It's on my list. Alright, let's see. Other stuff to make. Ooh, okay. A health fountain apparently is from a shimmered alchemy table. Alright. An alchemy table. I believe I have one of those over here. Let's see. It's where you make the potions, right? I think this is an alchemy table. I don't have a pickaxe, though. I have just a drill containment unit. I don't want to destroy my entire mansion. So let's get that. That's why I always carry around the floating piggy bank. Because I can just grab the important things I don't want to always keep in my inventory. Like my pick saw. Big fan of the floating piggy bank. I believe this is an yep, that's an alchemy table. Alright. I don't remember that clown sound effect. I don't love that. I really don't love that. I'm not a clown fan. Like, extremely not a clown fan. Okay, so I need to throw that alchemy table in shimmer? So I have an infinite, or a bottomless, shimmer bucket. So let's go make some shimmer. So I used to have a shimmer pool set up here, but that's one of the things I lost when my world somehow, like, reverted, and I didn't realize. And then I made a save, and, like, I lost some progress, but I couldn't tell you what progress. But yeah, I actually used to have a few things made. Like, I had a big underground, like shimmer area set up, like somewhere around here. Yeah, it was like somewhere to the left over here. I had like a big shimmer area. Now it's gone. And I had a couple of other, like, what's the terms? The, special, like, storage options. Like, I had a couple of them built that I had to rebuild. Let's see. That looks like it might be a good spot for some shimmer. No, never mind. There's a hole. Need to find a natural hole where I can just pile on some shimmer. That's what she said. Alright. Is there a natural hole somewhere over here? That's also what she said. That's always what she said. There's my monument to Captain Cold. May he rest in peace. I made that, I think, the day that Captain Cold died in Legends of Tomorrow. Spoiler alert. I was very like, aw. So I wanted to honor him. I don't want to make it there. Alright, I might just have to dig a new hole. Whatever. I didn't want to do that. Alright, that hole should suffice. That's what she said. It's always what she said. Sorry, had to AFK. Pesky work getting in the way of my stream watching. So how's the day treating you? The day is quiet. Which is exactly what I wanted from today. So, like, today's working out pretty much how I was hoping it would work out. I've been actively avoiding the news because I decided today was just going to be a news-free day. Like, I don't want any of that shit today. Like, to say that it kills me is an understatement. Interesting. That used to be the throw button. Hang on. Huh. There we go. They changed the throw button. Alchemy flask. That is not what I thought that was going to turn into. Okay. Alright, let me test something. Go back into my piggy bank. Deposit the shimmer bucket. I don't need that out anymore. Deposit the pick saw and grab myself one of my bewitching tables. I have many bewitching tables. I have played a lot of this game, so I have a lot of resources. Maybe if I shimmer that. Okay, that turns into an alchemy table. And then it says on Reddit, a shimmered alchemy table. Which leads me to think maybe it has to be shimmered beforehand for some reason. It's odd. But why not? Huh. You still haven't gone and looked at Discord, have you? Yesterday, I was too busy with work, and by the time I got home, I never looked at Discord. And today, I've just been disconnecting from the outside world. So I have not looked at Discord, so no. No, I have not looked at Discord. I honestly didn't even think to look at Discord. I forgot. What'd you put on Discord? It honestly didn't even occur to me to look at Discord. No? Okay, so Reddit was lying. That's not how you get this new item. Okay. Good to know. Alright, well, I'll just have to give up on that one. It's supposed to be a new placeable thing, which lets you get like a buff that just lasts until you die. Something called a health fountain. It's supposed to be from a shimmered alchemy table, but apparently... Apparently that's not true. So, okay. Okay, fishing in the jungle will get me the new sentry item. Okay. So I can go do that. Alright. Let me just do this really quick. Make myself another alchemy table because I kind of destroyed my alchemy table. There we go. And I think that was actually the only alchemy table I had. Like, I have a lot of bewitching tables, but not a lot of alchemy tables. So I'll just have to put that back down later. Yeah, let's go to the jungle and do some fishing. I should have fishing set up everywhere. Like individual fishing spots for every biome. Unless that was one of the things that got lost in my reverted world that I accidentally saved over. Again, yeah, might have happened. Where's my jungle? Oh, the different world. Other side. I sent you a ton of shit, but was mostly asking if you could share me any game clips from A Way Out that I could use to finish the video. I don't have any game clips from A Way Out. Xbox expires those, and I never saved them. Like, I never downloaded them. So those are gone. Like, those are long gone. Yeah, those are... I hate how Xbox won't let you just turn off the timer on certain things. So like, yeah, those are gone. I can't help you there. Alright. I'm going fishing. And I need my fishing gear. Where is it? There it is. Probably would be a lot faster on a keyboard and mouse, but you know what? I vastly prefer console. It's not even close. It's like night and day. Alright, there we go. I am now set up to fish, meaning I should probably summon some things to protect me. Well, okay, that's actually all I can summon. Right, because my armor is gone, and that's what gets me so many minions. I back up my clips on my computer, but I apparently didn't take many. And most of what I did were from the end of the game. I back them up whenever I remember to. The problem is I don't really use the Xbox app very often. So most of the time, if I don't remember to do it, then it's just gone. Like, yeah, it sucks. A Shigon. Didn't even occur to me to back him up if I'm being honest. Oh, I should, I have potions for, whatever. Just fishing on stream, why not? You know, one solution for that, bud, could be maybe, like maybe this coming weekend, maybe we just find a few hours just to play the game again, take some new game clips. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if they're on my physical storage. Oh, you're gonna be out of the country? You going to Germany? The only games I have game clips for... Oh, that's on the Xbox Network. Hang on. Let's try the console. Let's see. Okay. The only games I have game clips for on this console are Hitman 3, Mass Effect Legendary, Minecraft Xbox One Edition, No Man's Sky, Phasmophobia, RoboCop, Rogue City, which I only took a game clip so I could capture an image of the UI so I could make a streaming template. Spelunky, Star Trek Online, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Stardew Valley, and Terraria. Unfortunately, there are no A Way Out game clips. So I guess those must have gone straight only to... those ones must have gone only to cloud storage, and those ones expired. And then when I check on the Xbox Network... Unfortunately, A Way Out is not on that list. Sorry. Oh, county. Okay. Oh, yeah, that does say county. Okay. I saw country. Like, I know you go to Germany all the time. So, like, for all I knew, you meant country. I don't know. Okay. What a weird way of wording it, though. Whoever says, like, oh, I'm going to be out of the county. Like, no, just I'll be away from my console. I'll be away from my computer. Like, who the hell says I'll be out of the county? I don't think I've ever said that in my entire life. Like, can you work this weekend? Nah, I'm not gonna be home. Like, I've said that. Like, can you work this weekend? Nah, I'm out of town. But I've never said, I've even said, like, no, I'm sorry, I'm out of the state. But I don't believe I've ever in my entire life said I'm out of the county. This seems like such a weird thing to say. I don't know. That's why my brain didn't register it, because it's like, county? Yeah. All right. The only one that's one of two I've never said. The other one is country. I've never actually said I'm out of the country because I've never left the country. And I don't think I ever will leave the country. I don't see why I would unless I was fleeing the future authoritarianism. But I don't see any other reason why I would. Sadly. World travel doesn't look like it's going to be a thing for me. It's not a money thing. I can afford to world travel. I don't see the point in traveling when you don't have anybody to go on the journey with. Like, I really don't see the point. Like, it would just be me going to, like, Japan and just walking around. Like, I could do that here. Like, I don't know. Like, it'd be me going to Germany and just walking around, and I could do that here. Like, I don't feel like me leaving the country, like, would ever really have a point. If I'm not going on an adventure with a friend or something. I don't know, I've been thinking a lot about that lately. Like, outside of fleeing the country for fear of persecution, because that could be a real thing. Yeah, sadly, I don't think I'm ever going to be a traveler to other countries. Oh well. We're going up north, not leaving the state. Hench County. Yeah, but it's still a weird thing to say. We're leaving the county. You could have just said we're traveling. Who the hell says I'm leaving the county? I've never heard that in my entire life. Somebody just saying I'm leaving the county. I don't know. It just seems fucking weird. You should come to Europe with us sometime. But that's different. That I would be such a third wheel. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. Like, you going on a family trip to Germany. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'd rather not go anywhere than be the third wheel. I've been the third wheel plenty of times. I don't want to be the third wheel ever again. So no, I'm not gonna crash a family trip. That's weird to me. My boss invited me to like Christmas dinner or something because she knew I didn't have anybody to spend Christmas with, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. That's your family thing. Like, that's sweet of you to offer, but hell no. I think that's what I told her. I'm just so very original. You should be goddamn original, buddy. You know what this world really is missing? Originality. Sissy would hang with her family. I went to a High Rollers live show by myself. Yeah, but you were still on a trip with your family. Like, if that makes sense. Like that's your family. I don't know. I would feel nothing but uncomfortable going on a trip with another person's family. I'm not like Kramer from Seinfeld where I'm just always hanging around. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's your family's trip. Like, You got to enjoy your family. I'm a big believer in that. And sadly, no family for me, at least from the travel standpoint. My mom's never going to travel. And I'm always going to be single. I want to be single. I'm happy being single. So I'll never have like a romantic partner to travel with. I'll never have a wife or kids because I genuinely don't believe in marriage. So like, nah, no travel for me. And you know what? Whatever. I've made peace with it. Like when I was younger, I dreamed of nothing more than traveling, but I don't know, just the more I think about it, it's like I don't know. When it's just me, I can't think of a reason. I will have to take a homies trip someday. Now, if you ever like wanted to just like go on a buddy trip like to another country, that'd be a whole different thing. Because I wouldn't feel like I was impeding on a family trip. But like that's a whole different thing. So like, you know, keep me in mind if you're ever going on a buddy trip to like another high rollers thing. Like I would totally be tempted to go with you on that. There's a lot I'd love to see in the UK. And among those things are high roller stuff. Like high rollers live shows. I do love those high rollers chuckle fucks. They are astonishingly likable human beings. And their game is just freaking peaceful. And it feels like a home game. Like it feels like just a nice home game. You're not wrong about that. Alright. Alright. This Reddit thread might have fucking lied to me. It said it was gonna get it from fishing. But I'm not getting jack from fishing. So... Unfortunately, because 1.4.5 is brand new, the Wikipedia is useless right now. Because nothing of the new stuff is really on there. Almost nothing. So my finding specific information is tied to specifically right now Reddit and YouTube comments. Or just figuring it out. But like, yeah, there's nothing on the internet right now that would specifically tell you. Alright, goodbye fishing gear. Alright. Trying to think. Oh yeah, I know I can think of one thing I want to do. Oh, my controller's acting all weird right now. Let's deposit my fish. I'm looking forward to the launch of the Althea campaign setting Kickstarter. I intend to back it day one. Are they doing that? I had no idea they were doing that. Or did I? And I just forgot. I think I might have seen a post from Mark at some point mentioning that, and then I filed it away. I just forgot. Yeah, I think I remember it now. Like, oh yeah, he is doing that. Ooh, traveling merchant. Yeah, sadly I can't justify the money on that one. But I wish them well. Like, I'm sure they'll make it. I would love to support them in spirit. Ooh, cheesy pizza poster. I will take that. Fake unicorn horn. I'm pretty sure I already have that. Pretty sure I sent you the announcement in Insta messages. Probably. Oh no, you did. You did. You did. I remember. Yeah, you did. Like, Instagram is something that kind of fries my brain, and so I kind of forget everything like right after I get off there, because otherwise I would just dwell on the nightmarish reality of our world. But yeah, you did. I remember you. That wasn't even that long ago you sent that. Yeah. Alright, where's my Tavern Keep emblems? Or not emblems, the diamonds. The Eternia crystals. Could always buy more. I thought I put them in one of these boxes. I probably did, but let's go buy some more. Ooh, I'm bouncing all over the planets today. Alright, Tavern Keep. Oh, yeah, Tavern Keep used to have a much nicer house. Ugh. Whatever happened to cause me to lose that world? Really bums me out. Like, really, really bums me out. Okay, now before I go again, let's bring some extra chests with me. Because all of these chests are filled with event gear. And I need places to put my loot. Not my musical instrument, my loot. Eh. Alright, that should be good for the immediate moment. Alright, let's buff up. Give myself my extra minions, my extra sentry. I've been forgetting to buff the extra sentry. Alright, I prefer the Terra Prisma. It's my favorite. My latest video has passed 800 views. Dude, that's awesome! It is by a stupid margin my most viewed video, which kind of makes my heart happy. That's very cool, man. I'm happy for you. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, I don't remember the last time any of my videos ever got like those kind of counts. I think I've had a couple get up there, like I did this scripted video on Skyrim years back, like, I don't know, 2020, 2021. That was about how to like dupe out items in a chest, and I think that got like 2,000 or 3,000 views, something like that. And I was pretty surprised. But outside of that, yeah, I don't really get a lot of views. Your Beldam video did great. I haven't looked at the count on that. Does that have a lot of views? Alright, let's summon my sentries. And let's put 2 over there. Why not? Alright, the Old One's army is approaching. Oh, before I do that, put my potions right there. So I got this new Cthulhu weapon that I'm really excited about. Watch how it fires. It's a Cthulhu whip that works specifically with my minions. It's so like tentacly, and I don't know, it's kind of awesome. I love it. It's also really powerful. But that's going to be more of a boss weapon than anything else, because it'll focus all of my minions and increase their tag damage, I believe. I just like that I made this video based on naked sincerity and people responded. That's very awesome. I have a couple of videos that I've been wanting to make that are going to be like, as you put it, on naked sincerity. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I have a couple of videos in the back of my old, you know, brain basket. I love the epic music. The music is so good in this game. But then when you cut to what I'm doing, I have 3 stationary sentries taking out most of them before they even get to me. And then I have this sword, which is also just picking them off before they even get on the screen. So like this epic battle music is playing, and then on the screen, like, I'm not even remotely in danger. I love it. Oh, I forgot to grab my buffs. I might need those for Betsy. Oh, I hope I can beat Betsy. Betsy's no joke. Betsy can do a lot of quick damage if you're not careful. Like, oh. Do I have those buffs in a chest here? Might not be too late for me to grab them. I think I put them in here, right? They are not in there. They are not in there. Nope. Nope, don't have them. That's unfortunate. Well, hopefully I can handle Betsy. I'll just have to be on my toes. I'll just have to focus on my sword that, when you swing it, swings ethereal swords from your journey. The ultimate melee weapon in this game, Pat. It is comprised of all of the weapons that you can make and craft and collect through your journey in the entire game. You turn all of them. It's like the cell phone. Like, you turn all of them into this epic new item. And it's real good. Like, it's real damn good. Oh, I forgot to redeposit those. Whoopsie doodles. Oh, and I forgot to deposit all this new stuff that I favorited. Yeah, well. You know, Pat, we gotta get you playing Terraria again. I love this game. I know if you ever play the console version, I have collected a couple of items for you if you were ever inclined. Like stuff to, you know, stuff to not make you overpowered, but stuff to let you do a few cool things. Like enough to probably make you most of a cell phone. I'd say the majority of a cell phone. Alright, let's re-up the sentries. I don't know if those, they used to have a cooldown. I don't know if they do anymore. They might just stay until you die now. But even then, they might even last beyond that. So your minions used to turn off whenever you died, but now they don't seem to do that anymore. Which I think is very, very cool. So you duct tape all your swords together with some LEDs. Effectively, yes. If I don't move the cursor at all, it just creates a shield around me of floating swords from my journey. So if anything actually got within melee range of me, they would take so much fucking melee damage. Okay. I think this next wave has Betsy, so I should spread out my sentries a little bit more. There we go. And I'm going to switch to the whip. The whip. if the final wave is Betsy. And then just be prepared to fly like hell. It's Betsy. Oh, she is melting. I think I got her. I got her. I killed Betsy. Woo. She hurt me. That's for damn sure. She got me below half. Ooh. God, this whip is so good. Oh, it's a Moonlord drop. It's the new Moonlord drop. I'd love to get back into it. I still have my PC character and world. I have it on Android. Just been other things occupying my time. Not entirely fair. Nothing wrong with that. I just, just saying. It's a cool game and they keep adding stuff. Do you remember what the last update was that you played on? Like, I'm curious how much has been added since the last time you played. Because for all we know, it's been a few updates. So, like, there could be a whole lot of new stuff since the last time you played. Ogre's Club. Oh, I got one of the Brand of the Infernos. It's always a cute little weapon. Hey, I got a Dark Mage trophy. Very nice. I think the War Table is... Yeah, that's the Sentry thing, so... Betsy's Egg. Very nice. Betsy's Relic. That's what I was really after. Not the number, but Moonlord was new. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of stuff then post Moonlord. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There's so many, like, new enemies and new events. And, oh, that'd be fun to explore them all with you, bud. Like, I would have a blast with that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they added. Like this event I just did right here, the Tavern Keep Old Ones Army event. Yeah, that's right. I summoned you, Empress of Light. The Empress of Light is a new boss that didn't exist when the Moonlord came out. I know I've said this before. This can be the toughest boss in the game if you fight her during the daylight. At nighttime, she's dangerous. Like, she's about to kill me. Got her. Got her. Oof. Like, that was a tough fight. But, no, that's actually the toughest fight in the game if you fight her during the day, because every single thing she hits you with is a one hit, and she hits you with a lot of stuff. So you have to never get touched by her, or you just die. And there is a special incentive for beating her in the daylight only. And it's a very rare... What was it? I think it's the... Oh, it's the Terra Prisma. It's the summon I'm using right now. The sword summon. So not only do I shoot ethereal energy swords, but I also have sentient energy swords that just hover near me and attack nearby enemies. My minions. Those only come from beating the Empress of Light during the day. And you can't just like do the last bit of damage during the day. The whole fight has to be during the day. So every single thing she hits you with is a one-hit KO. It is fucking hard. It took me like 50 tries. Oh, I eventually had to devise a strategy using portal guns to like portal guns and really, really, really good timing in order to be able to beat her during the daylight. Like, I had to learn her patterns and master the portal gun. Totally worth it though, because yeah, great loot. All right, let's deposit some of this extra garbo. I call it garbo. It's all good. Deposit that. Hold on to the relic. Yeah, deposit that. I've got 1 million of those. I mean, not 1 million, but I've got a lot. All right, so that's Betsy. Let's see. Let's look up what other new stuff is out. Oh, I know one thing I could try to do. So there's the Pow Worlds pets. I don't have any of those. Well, okay, I don't have any of the actual, like, pets. I do have something new that I just got. I haven't used them yet. I got the Chillet, the 2 different Chillet colors, which are very cool. So it's the new mount. And people are really saying that they love them, the new mount. Apparently it has its own attack also. Let's see, does it say something in the tooltip about how to do that? Okay, press B to pet it. Double tap a direction to rocket slam. Okay. Hey, okay. So yeah, it has a boost that you can use to dodge. And it also doubles as an attack. Which is really cool. And you can get this, like, right when you start the game, basically. Like, if you just dig straight down. So you can actually start the game pretty early on with a very useful mount that will make progression much more bearable in the early game when you can't fly and do insane psychotic teleporty shit. But yeah. Also, he's a cute little guy. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. Alright. But let's get my cute fish run back because I love him. I love my cute fish run. He's my boy. Alright. Oh, wow. Apparently I've been killing a lot of mimics. Without even realizing that there were mimics running into the line of fire, I've been killing mimics. I love this game. Alright, so I don't know how to get the health fountain or barnacle, apparently. I have the killing deck. I have flint. Oh, I haven't used flint yet. Let's use it. Oh, it has like a charging hammer attack. Oh, that's cool. That'd be good for when the enemies are going full, like, martial arts movie at you. They're just coming at you in a straight line. Like, just hammer to the ground, take them all out. Regular Thor move where he just slams the ground and everyone around him in, like, a certain radius just dies. Ooh. Cool. And it's just a cool looking weapon. Yeah, look at that thing. Also, look at my character. You start out so weak and squishy. And there's my character. Ethereal sentient blades, like otherworldly blades that will attack my enemies. I have a floating eyeball of Cthulhu that illuminates treasure and the area around me. I have a floating... I have Duke Fishron's baby that follows me around. I have a floating, like, construct robot that follows me around. I fly around on, like, you know, Duke Fishron's, I don't know, like, cousin or something. And then throw on that energy hammer. And I'm in, like, fiery, glowy armor. Like, it's just funny how fast you can progress in this game. I can make it even crazier. Just now I'm surrounded by ethereal swords also. Ah, I love this game so much. What I love about this game is that they just keep adding stuff. So, like, there's genuine progression. You're just always doing stuff. That's what more video games need to do. Just keep adding stuff and people will keep playing. I don't know. Maybe it's just my dream. Alright, let's see. Any other... I've already gotten the killing deck. Oh, the barrel launcher. The barrel launcher is a rare drop from the pirates. Okay. So let's go back into the Master World, because I think I have my pirate summons. Oh, down here. Where was my brain? I have one pirate map. Let's do it. Oh, before I do that, buff up. Extra minion. Sharpening station. I forgot to do this buff earlier. Let's get the piece of cake. And let's give myself an extra sentry. And then let's place my sentries. Why not? Something I forgot to do when I fought the Moon Lord a couple of days ago was place my sentries. That's a lot of extra damage that I just missed out on because I'm an idiot. Oh, and summon my minions. God, there's a lot to remember. When you're a summoner, there's a lot you gotta remember. And that's my favorite way to play the game. I like being a summoner. I've done all the types of play in this game. I've been ranged, I've been mage, I've been a melee fighter, but summoner is my favorite. I don't know, something about it. I like that it requires so much setup and so much time investment just to be able to get it to work. It requires less skill because once it's working, it's just working. But I don't know, there's something nice about the fact that it's all from earned genuine work. Like, I put the time in, and so I got it all. Yeah, I don't know. And this new update has a lot of stuff for summoners, which is very, very cool. Some people would even say that this was like the summoners update. So there were some potential leaks from Star Wars Jedi 3, and one thing in particular piqued my interest. The idea that there could be no Empire. Like, what if the series time jumps past the, Oh! You know what? I'd be okay with that. You know, if Cal Kestis actually survives the war with the Galactic Empire and goes into, like, some of the Filoni era, like, I would be okay with that. Because the Empire, we've gotten Empire stories. Like, we don't need more Empire stories. If anything, we've gotten too many Empire stories. And we need some non-Imperial stories. They need to get away from the Empire. Which is one of the things I really liked about Acolyte. I know most people who ever see this video or watch this stream will disagree with me. I really liked Acolyte. Like, it stood out. And I thought it was good. Like, I don't know what people were bitching about in that regard. Like, I thought it was a visually beautiful one. I thought it had a very unique, distinct feel. And I thought it tried to do something new, which is something Star Wars doesn't do very often outside of Andor, which is a masterpiece of working class, you know, fight the power, anti-establishment storytelling. And Acolyte, which tried to tell a different kind of story. Which is the thing I respected most about it. Like, it tried to be different. And everyone shit all over it. It's like, my God. I fully agree, and the way Survivor ended kind of set up that perfectly. That's what I've heard. I still haven't played Jedi Survivor. I bought it so early on, and I just never played it. I think part of the reason I never played it was because you said you didn't like it, and so it made me just kind of put it on the back burner. Alright, there are some drops on the ground. Let's see if any of those are this cannon that I was looking for. It's got a lot of gold furniture. That's very cool. Oh, I did! Barrel launcher. That's the new item. I'm going to put that on my favorite list, so I don't accidentally trash it. Nice! First pirate invasion, and I got the item I was after. Hashtag blessed. I also quite like The Acolyte. I think that's a show that needed to be binged, not watched week to week, and that probably let it down considerably. You see, I watched it week to week, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I do take your point. I do take your point. I think that is a show that would be served by the casual audience. Specifically by the casual audience as being binged. But like for me, like because I'm a person that actually likes to have a week in between episodes of TV shows, so I can contemplate and think about it. Like, you know, theorize and you know, try to catch things I might have missed the first time around. I really like doing that. But yeah, for a casual audience goer, people have no attention span anymore. So yeah, it would have been served for them by binging. It would have been. I have to agree with you on that one. Audiences are more fickle than they have ever been in my lifetime because of the sheer innumerable options that exist. There's just so many damn options. Oh, which one of these 95 streaming services am I gonna watch today? It's like Jesus Christ. We used to be able to breathe, you know? God damn. It's frustrating sometimes. All right, so I got the barrel launcher. Let's use that thing. I think it doesn't require ammo. I think it just can fire on its own forever. Ooh. Just explodey barrels. And I'm glad they don't destroy... I was afraid they were going to destroy terrain. Like, this is an arena I built. I don't want to destroy the terrain. Ooh, but it does destroy pick-upables. Ooh. That could... so this is going to be the only way I'm going to harvest pumpkins in the future is with my explodey barrels. Why not? Ah, Starfleet Academy. Dude. I don't know if you... follow any of the social media shit. Man, Starfleet Academy got review bombed hard. The anti-woke brigade, fuck those cunts, like are out in droves bitching about how like, oh, they made Star Trek woke. Bitch, Star Trek's always been fucking woke. Dumbass. That's the whole point of Star Trek. Fucking God. People that don't realize that Star Trek, it was literally designed as a woke television series back in the 60s are morons. They're fucking morons. Yes, it's a woke show, and it's fucking great. I love it. Oof. Is Star Trek even Star Trek if it's not pissing off? Thank you. Thank you. So how you were saying how you made a video based off of blind enthusiasm or blind sincerity or something like that. So the video I want to make, I want to address all of the hate that Starfleet Academy is getting by talking about everything I love about Star Trek and why it's always been fucking woke and why it should embrace its wokeness, because that's what Star Trek is all about. It's about a future where humanity gets its fucking act together and learns to have compassion for each other and learns to respect and build off of the diversity. Keyword diversity. Fucking idiots out there that are like, oh, you're being woke. Yes, I'm being woke. Because woke just means I have an open mind and I try to see other people's point of view. You fucking idiots. Oh yeah, if you're watching any of my content and you're offended by my love of things that are woke, then this isn't the place for you. Take off. I believe in respecting all walks of life except for Nazis. Fuck Nazis. I believe in looking at other people's perspectives and points of view. I believe in trying to respect people's beliefs, even if you don't agree with them, as long as they aren't filled with hate. Like, if a person has a belief that's nothing but dripping with hate, I don't respect that. So no, that's one belief I won't respect. But like, as long as you're not destroying other human beings, like, yeah, sure, believe whatever you want to believe. Live however you want to live. Alright, anyway, I'm just shooting this barrel launcher while I'm ranting about people who are bitching about Star Trek because it's woke. Fucking idiots. But yeah, Starfleet Academy. I really like it. I think it's a really good show. I don't know how you'll feel about it. I hope you'll like it. But I really like it so far. Like, I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I haven't gotten around to the 3rd episode yet. But I loved the first 2 episodes. I thought it had great characters, an interesting story, compelling visuals. Like, yeah. And I like that they were changing up the tone and the vibe. I very much appreciate that they changed up the tone and the vibe. So they're giving Star Trek from a very different perspective. I mean, different. Like, you know, the next generation, the younger generation. Which I guess you could say they did in Prodigy, but like, that was a kid show. This is not a kid show. Alright, let's see. Any other new items? Damn it. I'm not seeing anything too specific. Okay. So any other bosses I need to beat? I'm probably only going to be streaming for another 15 minutes. I got started like 45 minutes later than I had intended to because my mouse wasn't working. So I kept having to unplug it and replug it in and unplug it and replug it in. And then I turned off my computer and turned it back on. And then I moved around USB ports because that USB port was giving my mouse power, but the mouse wasn't working. I don't know. I don't know. It's never done that before. So like that took me a while to troubleshoot. So I got started later than I wanted to. Are there any other bosses I can fight right now? Let's see. I think I've gotten everything from a relic standpoint. Let's see. I got that relic, that relic, that relic, that relic, that relic, that relic. I got all of the Pumpkin Moon relics. I got Skeletron Prime's relic. I don't believe the Frost Legion has a relic. Or unless the Frost... no. Okay, I got the Frost Moon relics. I don't think the Frost Legion has a relic. I got the Golem's relic. I got the Eye of Cthulhu, Brain of Cthulhu, Abomination, King Slime. I don't think there's any relics in the Blood Moon. I got the Eater of Worlds. I got Deerclop's relic, Queen Slimes. I think I got Plantera's. And I already had the Wall of Flesh's relic. I think I've gotten every relic from every boss in the game, which was one of my goals, because I wanna make a I have this really cool idea for yet another giant mansion in my main world. But this one will be the trophy mansion, which will have a room dedicated to every event and every boss. And in that room we'll have trophies. So it'll have every drop that is possible from those events or bosses. So, like, you know, if the boss has a trophy, it'll have the trophy. If it has a weapon drop, it'll have that weapon drop in an item frame. Like, yeah. And if it has armor, it'll have armor on a mannequin in that room. And if that boss is associated with a certain type of material, like how the Moon Lord is associated with Luminite, then I'm going to make the walls and the background out of Luminite and the equivalent materials. So relics are one of those things I wanted for every single one of those, future boss rooms I'm going to make. Hey, more lightning bugs. Oh no, I already read that before. I don't know why I thought that was a new post. Alright, so that's all the bosses now that I've gotten Betsy out of the way. Okay, I know what I can do. So a Batman trophy room. Yeah, basically. It's gonna be a giant Batman trophy room. Oh, speaking of Batman. Let me zoom in really quick. I haven't used this yet, but I just got it today. It's another new mount I have today. I don't know why Batman makes me think of a Velociraptor, but yeah, there it is. So there's a new mount which lets you turn into a giant dinosaur. That's what makes me think of Batman, because he has a giant dinosaur in his vault room. So it lets you turn into a Velociraptor, but this Velociraptor can fly. So whenever you want to fly, it just... I know it can fly. How do... I saw people flying with it on YouTube. Hang on. There must be a special button you have to push to make it fly. So when it flies, basically a pterodactyl grabs it on its back, and that's how it flies. Let's see, where's my mount? There it is. Or maybe that's only if I have wings. Okay, let me equip my wings. I bet the wings turn into a yeah, there it is. So okay, that's why he could fly. So it's a mount that has a much faster running speed, but when you're wearing wings, the wings turn into a pterodactyl that lifts your Velociraptor. Isn't that cool? And gives you a really freaking fast running speed. Which I guess isn't surprising given the fact that it's a Velociraptor. It's not even a mount. It's a transformation. So I got some new transformations today. It just goes in the mount slot. Where is it? Where is it? Did I deposit them? Okay, here's one. Oh, but it's equipable. Okay, so I got to equip it. Okay, so here's a mount I'm actually, or a mount. I gotta stop saying that. Here's a transformation they added that I think it has a lot of utility. So you can turn into a mouse now, which doesn't seem very useful on its surface. But the cool thing about this is now you can start building things with a 1x1 square entrance in mind. So I could make literally just this row of blocks right here, this horizontal row, disappear, and you can only access it via like teleportation or with the mouse. Like, and I don't know, I just think it's really neat that now there's a transformation that lets you access 1x1 holes. That's really cool. Oh, I just noticed something. he can grab onto walls. He can't fully run up them. Well, he can run up shorter ones. Interesting. So he can sort of run up walls. No, he can walk. No, I fully went up that wall. So the mouse can actually walk up vertical surfaces. That's really cool. Okay, so it has some utility also. Very nice. Yeah, the new booster pack is tomorrow. So before I started my stream, while I was trying to get my mouse to work, bud, it's funny you mentioned the new pack. I went in and I decided to open up the last of the Deluxe X, hoping to get the crown. I did a 10-pack opening and did not get the crown. And then I looked at my hourglasses and I'm like, you know what? I still have like 1,400. I did another 10-pack opening. I didn't get the crown. And then I bit the bullet and I did a third 10-pack opening. And I didn't get the crown. And I can't justify opening any more 10-packs on the Deluxe X. I didn't get shit. I didn't get fucking shit from any of those 10-pack openings. I mean, I got an EX card for every single one. But like, you know what I mean. I didn't get anything noteworthy. I didn't get anything 2-star or above. Which is sad. But I am prepared. I already went in and updated the game. So that way I didn't have to update it tomorrow morning. But yeah, I gave it the college try on the hourglasses. I spent some of my saved hourglasses trying to get that crown. And I didn't get it. But I tried, so I feel good about that. Like, you know, it would have been worse if I hadn't tried. Because then I'd always be wondering, like, what if I could have gotten it? I did 1 tenner and nothing. Yeah. Well, okay. Here's the thing about the crown on Deluxe X. The odds of getting the crown on Deluxe X are so dramatically worse than getting the crown on any other expansion. When you just look at the sheer number of cards in the pack. So every single card added to the pack. So every number that goes above the normal expansion number, that card has a chance of being there instead of a good card. So because they have doubles of like every single card just with a foil, your odds of getting the crown card are substantially and dramatically reduced. Which is a huge bummer. But, you know, we tried. C'est la vie. Next time they bring it back, I'll do another tenner and I'll see what happens. Because they are going to bring it back again. And I will be waiting. Alright, let's go deposit some of this stuff. Hey, it's Joseph. How are you doing today, Joseph? You having a good day? Alright, so I got Betsy Relic treasure bag. Oh, right. Deposit those bars. Wasting space. Deposit the ore. Or what? Haha. I have so much ore. This right here, all of this ore, this is what the drill containment unit gets you. If you just go in and annihilate a planet, you get tens of thousands of ore for all of the ore. And I have done that. I have gone in and I have decimated entire ecosystems with my drill containment unit. Here, let me show you one planet. I'm proud of this planet. I believe the name tells you all about this planet. I named this planet Giant Hole. So, you see this one block I'm standing on? Yeah, that's the majority of the planet. Yeah, this is like a platform, so it's not like a block. But this giant hole, which as you can see on my little mini map up there, is pretty wide. If memory serves, it goes pretty far down. Okay, well, there is a side, but it goes pretty far down. I mined out most of this planet. with occasional platforms here and there. And then I did place down a wall of material, I think, so I could farm Fire Blossom. I think that's the Fire Blossom and Deathweed. I think that's the only reason that those are right there. But yeah, then the hole keeps going. Keeps going. Keeps going. I think it goes all the way down to hell. Yep. So I've mined out like 90% of this planet. And that's how I have tens of thousands of resources. How much time did it take? Not much time. With the drill containment unit, it really doesn't take much time. Here, let me show you. Let me get back to the surface really quick. So there is some ground that I just never got around to mining out. Like I never 100% finished. So yeah, here's some. Oh, and there's a bunch of floating chests all over the place because I just leave the chests. So yeah, I would go basically one row at a time. And I would just find the spot where it lets me get like the whole of an area. And I would just like super speed all the way down until I get to the bottom of the planet. And then I would just do the same thing going up. And I would just put on a movie. So like, get through a 2-hour movie and suddenly like, you know, an entire planet is mined out. Or the vast majority of a planet is mined out. Because the drill containment unit mines so fast, you can basically go at your maximum speed. So it's an endgame item. Look at that, I'm already in hell. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I love this thing. You can only get this after you've beaten the Moon Lord, which is why it's definitely a very endgame item. It gives you infinite flight, and it lets you mine like an insane person. So I have tens of thousands of like almost every resource because of this drill containment unit. I love this game. This game is so much fun. Like, I always put the game down and then don't play it for like 6 months or a year at a time, but I always find myself going back to Terraria, which is the sign of a great game because it always draws me back in. Do you have any games like that, Joseph, that just keep drawing you back in over and over again? I didn't beat the game. It's a tough game to beat. Technically, this is one of those games where there isn't really a win condition. Technically. The unofficial, like, win condition is beat the Moon Lord. Like, you know, so most people consider, like, once you beat the Moon Lord, you've beaten the game. But technically, this is an open-ended game. And there's no actual story. So, technically, you play it until you're not in the mood to play it anymore. And that's the right way to play it. Technically. Oh yeah. Joseph, were you the one that were saying how you had only just gotten to hard mode, I think? Or was that somebody else? That might have been somebody else. Like, you hadn't done the mechanical bosses yet, right? But I think you had just unlocked hard mode. Oh, I love this new whip. It's insanely powerful. Those are tentacles, by the way. Here, let me zoom in. Those are Cthulhu's tentacles. They strike with prophetic power. That's the tooltip. Your summons will focus struck enemies. Strike enemies with prophetic energy. Visions strike enemies hit by summons. No, it wasn't me. Okay, yeah, then it was somebody else. Whoever hopped into my last Terraria stream, then it must have been them. I thought it was you, but it must have been maybe Natasha. Maybe it was Natasha. I don't know. Yeah, well, either way, somebody had barely gotten to hard mode, so they'd only experienced like 10% of the game. Not even 10%, like 5% of the game. And this game is... There's just so much to it. That's what I love about this game. Like, every time you think you've done everything, there's something more to do. There's another boss, there's another event, there's another item to chase, there's another like obstacle to surpass. My favorite kind of video games are the kind of games that keep you coming back because there's just new stuff to do. Games like No Man's Sky, where like they keep adding whole new avenues of ways to play that game, and I keep coming back in and keep like now I'm a pirate lord, now I'm running a planetary settlement, like just new things. Now I'm a frigate captain, like, or a freighter captain. It's like, so many different things you can do in that game. You know, now I'm just an ace star pilot that's a bounty hunter. And none of those things were in the game when it first launched. I don't know. That's a good game. Anyway, I'm just kind of flying in circles right now, just talking about Terraria. Honestly, until I don't really have much time left that I'm going to be streaming. I just reached the weird floating eye. I think I know what weird floating eye you're talking about. Here, let me... Let's see, I need to go to a planet that's nighttime. The planet I was just on, I believe, was nighttime. Nope. Alright. This only works during the night. Nope, all of my planets are during the day. Let's see, daytime. Everything is daytime. That's almost nighttime. But that's gonna take like 3 minutes. Daytime. Hey, nighttime. Okay. So, was the floaty eyeball this guy? The Eye of Cthulhu? God, I didn't even summon anything to beat him. Oh boy, my armor killed him all by itself. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I love this game. I feel like you were talking about the Eye of Cthulhu. Okay. That's the first boss in the game, actually. Very nice. Yeah, so once you start getting to the bosses, that's where the difficulty curve on the game. So the game is a pretty, like, normal Minecraft-esque game as you're just playing and progressing until you start getting to the boss. It's the first boss I killed. Okay. So yeah, it's supposed to be the first boss you kill. I think it's the first boss, like, everybody kills. Usually. So the game is a pretty generic like game up until you start getting to the bosses, because the bosses are where the progression basically is locked. So you get to like the pre-hard mode bosses, which are the Eye of Cthulhu or the Brain of Cthulhu. The Eater of Worlds, which is a big giant worm that comes out of the ground. And Skeletron, the guardian of the dungeon. And then there's an enemy called the Wall of Flesh. You use the gear and materials you've collected from those earlier bosses to upgrade yourself to be able to take on the Wall of Flesh. Beating the Wall of Flesh unlocks hard mode, which makes the entire planet completely different. It makes the game a lot harder. And then you get a whole new tier of bosses and new tiers of enemies, which require you to explore, mine, loot for items, upgrade your character like crazy, and learn how to fight and strategize depending on what type of play you're going to do. So ranged, mage, melee fighter, or summoner. And then those next tier of bosses, you beat them, and then there's a tier of boss above them that you have to prepare for and upgrade for, and then there's a tier of boss above them, and then there's a tier of boss above them. Like, that's why Subnautica, Terraria is great. Like, it keeps you growing, and that's what I love about it. It's like, oh, now I've beaten Plantera. Now I need to prepare for Duke Fishron. Like, oh, there's always new stuff to take on. Love this game. I'll always sing its praises. But yeah, I think that'll probably be my stream for today. I got started a little later than I had intended, so I was hoping to go for 2 hours today, but I got started like 45 minutes later than I meant to because of tech issues. Yeah, I had a nice little relaxing fun time here playing Terraria. I got some new items. I got a bunch of the new Dead Cells stuff. I actually never used my new Dead Cell deck. Yeah. You get the throwing playing cards that they use in Dead Cells. Apparently, I've never played Dead Cells. Yeah, that's neat. Oh, it uses mana. All right. Nuclear Throne. Did you tell me about that before? Because that name does not sound familiar. I'm going to write it down. Oh, I think you did tell me about that. Shit. I think you did tell me about that. If memory serves. Because I think I asked you if it was on the Switch, right? Well, I've written it down again, if I do have it written down somewhere else. Oh, yeah. Wow. I knocked my mouse so hard onto the ground, it pulled the USB cable out. Jesus Christ. Okay, you did tell me last time. Then I think I must have written it down somewhere else. Because normally I write stuff down on my little Post-its here. I didn't write down Nuclear Throne, but I have it written down now. On the bottom right, Nuclear Throne. I even underlined it. So yeah, if it's on the Nintendo Switch, then there's a good chance I'll be able to get it. So, yeah. Hey, Pat. Yeah, the booster packs tomorrow. My haul's probably not going to be that great. Like, I'm only planning on opening 20. Well, 20 plus the 2 dailies. So technically 22. But like, yeah, I'm not gonna go crazy. I want to keep myself at about 1,000 hourglasses, so that if something ever really does catch my eye in the future, I can just go crazy. But I'm not gonna lie, I've already kind of seen the cards in this expansion, and there's good cards, but there's nothing that really caught my eye in terms of a chase card. Yeah. From the cards I've seen in this new expansion, I don't think a single card caught my attention where I'm like, I'm gonna go after that card. Like, I want that 2-star card. I want that immersive. I want that crown. Like, I didn't think the crowns were that good. I didn't think the immersive was that good. The 2 stars, like, yeah, I wouldn't be upset if I got one, but like, like they weren't anything to write home about either. It's like, I don't know. So yeah, for this one, I think I'm just gonna open 20 on the first day, And then I'm just going to open the dailies from that point and hopefully finish the expansion. I think that's my plan for this next expansion. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to end the stream right there because I like to... So I used to go until like 3 o'clock California time, but I try to end a little earlier now because ever since I started having like some back issues again at the end of December, I try to get a couple of miles in on my treadmill like an hour before I lie down. So that way it kind of works out my sciatic nerve a little bit more. So yeah, I try to end my streams a little earlier now so I can get a little bit of an extra workout in. So I have time to let my body cool down before I try to fall asleep. Because it's not good to work out and then fall asleep. Like that wouldn't work. So yeah. That's why my streams have been a little weird lately and a little shorter. But yeah, till next time. I should be streaming tomorrow. Probably a different game. Probably not Terraria. Because frankly, I'm not sure what I would do in Terraria. Because I don't really know how to get all of the new content yet. And I've beaten all the bosses that I wanted to beat. So, like, yeah, I'll probably switch games to something else casual and just breezy tomorrow. I have a couple of ideas. Hell, maybe if I can get it, maybe I'll try Nuclear Throne. We'll see. Anyway, till next time. Oh, yeah, special thank you to Joseph and the Papman Games for stopping by and keeping me some company while I played Terraria and just rambled about random stuff. I really appreciate the company. But I hope you both have a lovely day. Pat, I will check Discord to see if there was anything else. Tuesdays are bad work days for me, and so I generally don't even look at Discord or like Instagram. And so I don't see new messages. And then today I was just disconnecting, so it didn't even occur to me. So yeah, my bad. But yeah, hope you both have a good one. Live long and prosper. Ooh, I hope I didn't break my mouse. It's working, but...